It's currently 6:09 and June 10th, 2025. 6:09. I got work today. No school. I'm on summer vacation. Just another sleepless night. I guess I gotta bring my keys. I forgot my keys. Another sleepless night. Been having this more recently. I think I like to sleep has a direct correlation to the amount of stress that I'm feeling. And that's something I've noticed throughout the years. Used to have a lot of sleepless nights when I was a little kid, when I was a little youngster. Ever since I think the beginning of school, I've always had sleepless nights. And I guess it's kind of bringing me to one of these sleepless episodes that I've been having since this week. I guess is the stress of not really having a direction of where I'm really trying to go. What I mean by that? Well, lately I have been kind of thinking about what I'm going to do with my life. I've had some plans in the past where I want to be a linguist and I want to study languages, and that's cool because I wanted to study abroad in Japan. I had this plan since I guess I could say I really started since sophomore year of high school. But now, although it seems like it could be something that is fulfilling, it's not really something that is realistic in the sense that I want a lot of money to be able to do a lot of different things with my life. Especially, I like to give. I think there's nothing that's better feeling than giving. But the thing is I gotta help myself first before I help out anybody else. So, that's something I need to be working on, because I can't possibly expect to give people the world if I can't even do that for myself. So I decided linguistics maybe will not be the best thing to do if that's what my goal is. Yeah, so I'm thinking to myself, you get it in your feed all the time, right? Where it's it's people, oh shit, it's the wrong format. Okay, we're back. I tried to record the video, but it was in the wrong format, so I'll probably put that in and fix it. But like I was saying, you see, it's kind of like a cliche thing where a lot of people my age, or kind of around the general age, they're like, okay, well, I need to go ahead and see if I can fix holding this. That might be the best. I need to go ahead and be the best version of myself. I need to make a fucking gazillion dollars, right? I gotta watch all the YouTube guides, 2024, 2025, how to become a millionaire, how to get rich in your 20s, And maybe that shit does work and I just don't know because I'm a fucking dummy. But, I feel like I've kind of experimented with that kind of thing to see if it worked for me. Not really. Maybe it did work for me, but I just don't want to put in the effort. Who knows? All I do know is I'm going to college. I just switched my major over to finance. So we'll see where that takes me. That's just the thing though. Where exactly will that take me? Maybe I should do more research on what a bachelor's degree in finance would do for me. I don't really know. But all I do know is that feeling like I do not have a direction fucking sucks. It fucking sucks because I can't sleep. It sucks because although it is summer and I am working right now, working at this fucking job, I literally just sit down and make phone calls, ask people, hey, you wanna get your pipes fixed? You wanna get your pipes fixed for so and so amount of money, usually something like very fucking absurd. It's a plumbing company. Blessed to work there, by the way. I'm not trying to thrash on it, but it's just not really for me, I don't think, or not exactly. And it makes me feel like I am stagnant because I'm not really getting anything that's fulfilling out of it. I'm not challenging myself. I'm not fucking, I guess what would you say? I'm not stimulated, man. I'm not stimulated. I used to work at Chili's. We used to work at Chili's, right? At Chili's, I was like I was a host, right? So I was there at the door. Hi, welcome to Chili's, that whole spiel. Except I would never say it. I used to think that it was hella cringe, so I just never said it. And so that's what I would do. And I would have to wipe down the tables, greet people, assign seats and whatnot. And, host at Chili's, it seems like a very minimal job title, but you kind of were doing like a lot of things at once. But I liked it because you were doing a lot of things at once. People would I remember people would kind of fucking complain to me, right? And when I was working at Chili's, oh, this person, they're not picking up the slack. When really I could hold the entire day to myself, but because it was so entertaining that I would just kind of do it all because I wouldn't have time to think and be bored because I was always working, which I guess could make for a really great work ethic. When in reality, it wasn't my work ethic. It was literally me wanting to not be bored. And who the fuck wants to go to work? No one does. So if you can be constantly stimulated while you're at work, it's like a dream. It's not like you're actually working. If anything, I was fucking working out because the first month I was there, I was drinking nothing but water and coffee, running back and forth, busting my ass. I lost 10 pounds. It was fucking awesome. I tried to go back to it too, but I think my fucking boss said he fired me when I really quit. He was kind of lying to me about getting a promotion. I kind of felt bad. And I was tired of being on his leash. But anyway, going back to, I digress. Going back to just feeling like I'm caught in this, I don't know what I want to do with myself, really. I've been thinking about wanting to make a podcast. That's something that I've been wanting to do more recently. And I understand. Everybody's got a fucking podcast now. Yeah, I get it. But I haven't really, I did a brief scan on YouTube to see if there's content like the one I would want to be creating, which is just getting stories from people in college around my age, I like talking to people, I like meeting people. I thought it'd be a great idea, something nice to do, there's an endless amount of people because everybody comes from a different background, one of which was I had some crazy ideas. I wanted to do a podcast with somebody that is in college but fucking sells drugs to get by. That's his hustle. He's a plug, There's no way he doesn't have some shit to say. Although granted, he probably doesn't want to say his he probably doesn't want to put his identity out there, which is cool. Fuck it, I'll just go to DD's discount, buy a fucking ski mask, you know what I mean? But RIP DSP, they just got kicked out, bro. RIP. Not that it's my frat, but it's kind of unfortunate. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, or maybe somebody that gets by running an illegal gambling ring, you know what I mean? Or maybe somebody that I don't know, it's just wild shit. Maybe someone's a fucking prostitute, but they're using that money to pay for their tuition, or maybe a fucking crypto nerd, something like that. Or maybe he knows a thing or two. You can just share some knowledge, drop some knowledge on other people who are interested in investing, And I feel that's the thing though, is that it takes having to communicate with people in college, and a lot of people aren't too willing to do that. I am, because I like talking to people, but that really just takes an initiation of a conversation, walking up, yo dude, it's a cool jacket, man, it's a cool jacket, where'd you get that jacket, shit like that. Or oh, I seen you had a sweater. I think it looks pretty cool. Where are you from? What's your major? You know, it don't gotta be something too crazy. Just something like to strike up like a regular fucking conversation, you know? But that's the thing, is that a lot of people are too afraid, especially when it comes to women too. I mean, I don't blame them, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to get into the game. But, you know, I think there's a kind of person that would kind of bond those things together. I think it'd make for a fucking awesome fucking show. So maybe I'll do something like that. I don't know. It's kind of expensive to get into, you know? So I gotta work up that Amazon list and keep hustling, keep working to get to that. But one thing I do want to do is these walks. These walks are nice. Just going and fucking talking about whatever's on my mind. I think it's good, especially because this is the kind of shit that's like up in my mind when I'm trying to sleep. Like I want to go to sleep so bad, but constantly thinking about these things, and it's not even things that are crazy. Like it's not anything like it's fucking trauma, you know, it's keeping me up. I remember seeing this shit when I was younger. Some fucking lively video that one of my friends in middle school showed me with this fucking Mexican cartel doing some shit, some guy that owed him 5 pesos, you know what I mean? Like nothing like that, but mainly just shit where like I'm just thinking about the future. I think a lot of that came from when my parents were kind of like struggling with money, so I was always like, oh my god, my mom, she bought a box of Hot Pockets. We can't afford that. Oh no, we're gonna lose the fucking house. You know, shit like that. I think that's where it really comes from. But who knows, maybe that worry is a good thing, you know? Maybe it's a good thing and I need that to kind of just keep pushing me forward, because I don't think I would ever really be comfortable. And it kind of sucks, because you know what? I see a lot of people that would just like smoke weed and drink like on the weekends and then go to work. Just repeat. I thought that was always fucking lame. I would never do that. I'd go insane. Like I need a plan. I need something to work on. The thing is, I feel like sometimes I might take on too much to where I just like can never commit to one thing, just work on it. I would just build up too much shit that I'm trying to work on, kind of just self implodes, you know. But I need to find something to focus on, maybe have a goal. Maybe that podcast would be that goal, and just go move forward and execute. Because right now, not really going anywhere. Fuck. Maybe I should learn how to talk better. But I'm not really going anywhere, and I'm just kind of doing that. Like last weekend, I got fucking shit faced with my friends. Was it fun? Fuck yeah, it was fun. Would I do it again? Yeah, of course. It's awesome, you know? Is it dangerous? Yeah, if it's not in moderation. You know, because like if it's a good feeling that you, whatever it is that you do, if it gives you dopamine, if it gives you a good feeling, it's fucking addictive. It is something that's addictive. He may not be smoking crack, you know, may not be smoking no crack, but I mean, if you're doing it and you feel good, you're gonna probably want to do it again. And if you do it once, you're probably gonna do it twice, do it thrice, whatever the fuck comes after that. It just becomes a habit, maybe. I mean, why do people think that having, you know, a weekend with the boys, getting faded, you know, why do you think it's like a repeated thing? I wonder if you took away that weekend with the boys is no longer allowed for like maybe 2 months. I bet those people would have like a very shitty week, you know, where they would just like actually experience withdrawals, or try to substitute it with something else. Like maybe not drinking with the boys, but maybe video game and drinking beer, getting faded on the video game, you know what I mean? Like I think they'll have to substitute for something. But I think that's why it's so dangerous, and that's why it's better to have a goal where you're kind of contributing to something. I think that might be better. Which, I mean, it sounds great. It sounds great to say it. Damn, that sounds bright. That good lighting, those golden hour. Word. But, yeah, it sounds great, but I need to fucking implement it. And I think talking to people is great. I like conversing. I like hearing stories. I like telling stories, you know, which is fun because if you ask me to tell a story off the bat, like off the top, off the dome, not be able to come up with one. But I definitely think I gave good advice. I hope. Imagine thinking I give good advice and then it's like fucking terrible advice. I just don't know, but I keep giving it because people are listening to me like, that makes sense, that makes sense. Let me implement this. And they ruin themselves. Shit, maybe a podcast isn't the thing for me. I don't know. Fuck it, you don't know unless you try, I guess. And I do want to try it. Sounds very fun. Or maybe I've just been watching too much Joe Rogan. I don't know. But we'll see. I think I'm gonna end it there. I don't really have anything else to talk about. I mean, I got plenty of stuff to talk about, but I want to keep it on one topic. So maybe I'll just do random videos going on walks, you know? This is a nice walk. I went on a walk a few days ago, around evening. Right now it's 6 in the morning because I can't sleep. But I think I want to keep doing it because it feels fantastic. It feels nice. And it's just right around the block, around the frats. So, yeah. I think this will be my first video upload. Hopefully there's more to come. Hopefully I got better stuff to show. And, you know, we'll see how it goes. I'll just keep doing it. And if it's not for, yeah, you see I'm saying, we'll see how it goes and stuff like that, as if I'm not doing it for myself, you know? I'm already caught up in the oh, I'm gonna get famous off doing this. No, I'm doing it for myself. I'm talking to this camera. I'm putting it out there. These people around me that are watching me hold up this camera to my fucking face like a fucking dweeb. But that's not, I think it's also part of it, you know? You can kind of just get over that. People are gonna be staring at you. You're gonna feel a little bit awkward. Like a few times cars to pass by, if you notice, I think I kind of like put the camera down a little bit more instead of holding it up high. Because I feel like when you hold it up high, you kind of show that you don't really give a fuck. You're just doing it because you're doing it, you know? So I think I'm gonna keep doing these. I think I'll make it public just because, you know, people hear, maybe they feel the same way, and maybe they want to get feedback. I think that'd be nice for me to hear, you know? Maybe I'll share a few experiences of my own. People give feedback back to me. It'd be great. Who knows? But yeah, I will keep doing this because I think they help me out and they sort my mind out. Maybe I can review it when I get back home, listen to what I'm saying, and kind of digest it. You know, instead of being someone that's speaking, venting even, I could be someone that's listening but only to myself. I think that'd be good. Something different. Anyway, my fucking right arm is getting tired, dude. It's getting more tired than a fucking 15-hour goon session. So I'm gonna put this fucking phone down and end this video. Yeah.